All right, hey everybody, back again. This one's going to be on overdraws. Okay, so those of you guys who had already got past the overblow stuff are interested in getting that top octave. That's holes 7 through 10. Getting notes out that are not supposed to be there out of your by inhaling. This is the lesson for you. If you haven't watched the overblow video, you should watch that one first and then get to this one because these are a little bit harder. The hardest thing about overdrawing is setting up your harp so that it will play both a nice, clean, regular draw note and an overdraw as well. Flavor country. Anyway, that's what you want to do. I don't need to hear any comments about quit smoking. I'm on Chantix right now, and I'm allowed to smoke until the 7th day. Okay, just thought I'd let y'all know that. You're gonna comment anyway. Anyway, you won't listen. You'll just see the cigarette. You guys watch these things without the volume or something sometimes. I don't know. I do that with television. Of course, that's not interactive. Luckily for the actors. So anyway, if you detect some bitterness on YouTube, you're completely accurate. Yeah. I don't want anything. I don't want any free donations, PayPal donations. If you dig what I do and you like this, just go to the store and get a CD because the CDs are wonderful. And our new CD, Rocket Number 9, is incredible. It's in any store you want to get it in. Anyway, and if it's not, you should tell them that it needs to be in there. Overdraws. So setting up the harmonica so that you can get both a regular draw note and a regular one is a little bit tricky. You have to get the action just so close. Again, 10hole.com, Tynus's site, fabulous site. Okay, you got to get the action just right, and then you might have to tweak it, put the covers, hold them on, don't screw them back on, hold them on, try it, take the covers off, tweak it again until you get it. And then some of it has to do with a reed arcing, which is also discussed on that site. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't overdraw a harmonica right out of the box. Certain harmonicas are going to do that well. Suzuki Fire Breath, off the top of my head, is one that's going to do that pretty good. Certain honers will do it. Not all of them. It's luck of the draw. Certain sidles will do it. Luck of the draw. Again, anything with a long, thin reed, which is usually a honer, will do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting off-centered here. Maybe I'll move instead of moving the computer. There we go. All right. So anyway, overdrawing. So once you get the harp set up, or you just try it on a regular harp, it was really hard for me to learn this. And sometimes it just takes the right words. Somebody just has to say something the right way to get it done. Now, this is a C harmonica. The first overdraw I'm going to attempt is on the 7 draw. So what note is that? Now, before you get really interested in overblows, it's very important to figure out why you want to overblow. What notes are you after? Because for some reason, it helps to hear the note that you want to play in your head. If you hear the note that you want to play in your head, then somehow it's easier to get it. I don't know how to describe it, but maybe it's like when the coach says if you see yourself hitting the ball, you'll hit it, but you have to hear the note. The 7 overdraw is the same as the 4 draw bend, which in cross harp is the flat 5. So you hear it a lot on riffs like. It's the 4th note of the blues scale. Anyway, that was kind of sloppy, but yeah, that's pretty much the idea. Okay, so you know that it's an important note now. Flat 5 is huge in blues, and it's a great note to have. Now, a lot of people argue that overblows they don't need to play them because they're blues players. Well, all a lot of the overblows is just playing the same notes that you're playing in the first octave, holes 1 through 4, in octaves 2 and 3. You're just taking your blues scale and extending it up an extra octave. okay? All you're doing is just bringing it up one more octave. So how do you do it? Okay, here we go. The best way to do it, which was described to me in perfect words, for me anyway, was by Michael Peliquin, who said, remember when you were a little kid, or yesterday, when you had the McDonald's shake, and you were trying to get the shake into your mouth, okay, and you did that thing where you went and sucked on it like that? It's kind of like that. It's not like an overblow where it's not like the same as a blow bend. Actually, it sort of is now that I do it. Okay, except you're inhaling, so you have to make that same, you close off the back of your throat, and that bends the reed down. You have to make that same embouchure. So let me try actually something, doing it the way I instructed you on the first one. It's the same exact thing as a blow bend, just inhaling. Holy crap, I just learned that. That's a 10 overdraw. Maybe not a very useful note. Check out Carlos Del Junco, though, if you don't think it's very useful, because he puts excellent use of that. Of course, Howard Levy, the real originator, maybe not the inventor if you do your homework, but certainly the originator, or the guy who popularized the overblow technique. Anyway, sucking through a McDonald's straw. That's the 7. Now that might not sound very musical to you, but if you put it in that blues scale context, anyway, hold on. Ready? And you can bend it as well. Now the other one you need to get the chromatic scale is the 9. Now on this harp, that one seems to be a little easier. And then on the 10 draw, okay, so there you go. If you do that, you can have a complete chromatic scale in the next octave. So that's some overdraws. Remember, holes 7, 9, and 10 are the ones you need to get yourself a complete chromatic scale. 7 is the one, if you're a blues player, you're going to want to go after right away, so you can get that scale. Now I added a little extra note in there, the 6, or the 6th draw. Check my video about minor scales, and you'll find out what scale that is. Okay, the other thing is, real quick, I won't, if you ask me to tab things out for you, I won't do that, because I think you should learn by ear what I'm playing. You have a play and a rewind button in a video and somebody explaining it to you. That's more than all of us had to learn it. And I think you'd be shortchanging yourself the time spent on the instrument by just learning the tab. I think you would be much better to use your ear a little bit and do that. It's not because I'm lazy or I don't want to give it to you. As a matter of fact, in Howard Levy's booklet that he gave out with Advanced Harmonica, he left half of the tab blank for you to fill in. Okay, so it's a significant part of your growth and your development is learning how to figure this stuff out by ear and not having somebody spoon feed you absolutely everything. Okay? Anyway, I hope that's not too preachy and you liked the Overdraw video. We'll see you next time.